Back in the day, in ancient Greece, there was logos. And logos means the word, logic, spirit. And when we connect to this idea of logos now, it's the understanding that we're all tuned in to a higher realm of thought or a higher realm of spiritual awareness where all ideas and all thoughts are all connected. Like we always wonder why, when someone invents something, half a second later it seems that someone else invents the same thing on the other side of the planet. And you can say this now in modern times, or even say from the advent of agriculture 10,000 years ago. We're all connected through what you might call the noosphere, or something that is beyond our immediate understanding of this physical realm at the very least. And modern quantum physics or whatever would be like, yeah, we're all in this field together, and that time and space are sort of relative or on some level irrelevant, because they only exist for the purpose of our filtering, or I should say that at some level, when we are tuned into the levels of reality that are beyond the strict linear and dimensional areas of time and space, we can understand how we are more connected to the whole. And this is, not a new idea. It's just we're always trying to come up with new and like spicy ways of describing the things that the ancient mystics have known for thousands of years. And the point being is not to be like, yeah, this is fun and fancy, and like, you can do stuff in esoteric realms. Like, yeah, yes, that's a thing. It's definitely more useful to just be like, how is this practical to my daily life? One, and if I do want to create more joy or create more health or create more wealth in my life, like, can I actually use this deeper understanding of reality to actually make that happen? And with respect, like, yes, I feel like that's the bottom line. And it's always about tuning into the things that actually are true to you, the things that are in resonance, and being aware of these layers of mind or reality as they exist both within us and in the outside world. So this concept of logos is really just being able to tune into what that is, being able to tune into this higher voice or higher wisdom of spirit of our highest self. And that when we are all existing in that as a collective, then that's when things really get good and really get flowing. And being able to tune into that is a really beautiful thing on the individual level, because it's tuning into purpose. It's tuning into your truth. It's tuning into your subtle nature of who you are and why you're here, and how you are meant to best be of service, and how you can cultivate that in your daily life, and how you can bring more of that with you as you go throughout your day, whatever you happen to be doing. And it doesn't have to always look a certain kind of way, or it doesn't have to be confined into self-definitions, or definitions of what your role is in the world and that kind of thing. It's always more about where your heart's at. And then, they say, nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And so in that sense, if you do have some higher realizations or understandings, being able to ground those and bring those into daily life for yourself in a way that you're sharing and inspiring others to be in that same flow in a way that is accessible, in a way that's not entirely woo-woo, let's say, unless that's what you're going for, in terms of why the woo-woo has become so popular, is just because people are searching for deeper meaning and trying to understand, so much that things I don't know, that things I've left uh, undone or yet to be explored by whether you're talking about science or education or religion or whatever. And so when we want to understand more specifically what we're doing here and why we're here, the simple thing is that we're all here to connect back to the source from where we came from. And a simple way to do that is through our breath and through meditation and through connecting to our spirit and using these energetic practices to be able to focus and awaken our minds and our hearts so that we're in tune with what the world needs, and that we can then interface and understand that this world is a deeply spiritual place without needing to be confined to any definitions of what that means, and that it's actually required that we understand that the world is a deeply spiritual place and what our spiritual role is in it, because the world needs that right now. Like, in order to evolve, in order for humans to have this many billions of us on the planet, like, it's important to, it's essential for us to understand the deeper connections that we all share, and that any limitation of, philosophy or dogma or creed or culture, any of that gets in the way of connecting us together is not of service. And so if I have a belief, or if any of us have beliefs that are creating more separation from the other, then that's ultimately going to have to be let go of at some point. And that when we understand that every teaching or every culture, every tradition is really meant to bring us back into connection, into our hearts, and into understanding of unity consciousness and of the awareness that we are truly all connected, then we will be able to evolve as a species and be able to solve the major problems that are afflicting our planet right now and bring forth new solutions. And a lot of that is not technological solutions. A lot of that is just behavioral or communicative or social solutions that would largely minimize the need for the invention of new technology. And I dig technology. So I'm saying that any realization that we have, there are higher technologies. Like, our brains are more advanced than any technology that man has ever created. And so when we recognize that everything we already need is within us, and that we're here as these super advanced beings, and that it's very important to recognize how advanced we are, and just the technology that you have within you is super powerful, and that's what is like the driving force of this whole thing of society, that when we place the attention back on us and we focus inwards, we'll be able to accomplish a whole lot more as a collective. And at the same time, it all starts with you. So that's all. Peace.